I'm Aaliyah, I'm 11, and I do not have a phone. And if I had one, I'd pick a touch screen with and slide. And I use my grandma sometimes because she got unlimited texting for me.
I am 15 years old. And yes, I do text. I text all the time. 24/7.
I text frequently, probably 10, 15 times a day.
And I text a lot.
I text all the time.
And I do text occasionally, probably maybe once a day.
I don't text as little as possible.
And yes, I text all day, every day, except when I'm driving. Now that it's a law.
Do I text? Yes, only when my sons text me or my wife or someone else.
Do I text? Yes. Daily.
Great Lakes, dead of winter.
Let's see. We both text on a daily basis multiple times a day.
Hundreds and hundreds of texts.
Usually during the day we text more than we talk on the telephone. So we also text to communicate with our children, which is very...
And we're trying to keep up with the texting bit. Like sometimes you get a text and you don't even know what is UR, LOL, TTYL and all that stuff. You know, you don't know.
Our children have cell phones and they text quite often.
And you can often talk to the kids texting and get way more out of them than if you say what it is you want to know. Because it's a better format for them to be able to do it.
And we find the phones very useful to keep track of the children whenever we're at work or they're outside playing or whatever the case may be.
And arguments are a lot easier on texting than in person.
I do text quite a bit. I do that at work when I'm not supposed to.
And I do text. Not real often because it's not really user friendly for that.
Yes, he texts when it's convenient, and he answers the phone also when it's convenient.
Primarily, I use my phone for texting.
I do text. Not real often, just when my granddaughter or the grandsons text me, mainly.
Text, well, I do text maybe one time every 2 or 3 months.
And I've only texted once. My granddaughter showed me how, and I think I'm going to have her show me again because I kind of forgot what I did, you know.
Do not text. I had it blocked because I don't know how to text, and I don't care to know.
I do not text.
I never leave home without it. It's always with me.
I don't leave home without it.
I never leave home without it.
Do I ever leave home without it? Not on purpose.
Oh my gosh.
I do not ever leave home without it.
I don't leave home without it.
Never leave home without my phone.
Don't ever leave home without it.
I do not ever leave home without it.
Yeah, I might leave it in the car or a pocket or can't find it, but I don't leave it on purpose.
Do you ever leave home without your cell phone?
I've forgotten a couple of times, yes, but certainly wasn't intentional. I mean, you know, just...
Okay. Would you ever leave home without it?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
The internet and checking the weather and the GPS. I don't use the notes that much, and I store like my contacts and all that stuff.
I use it for internet, the weather, not for checking stocks. GPS sometimes, notes sometimes, and storing info sometimes.
I don't use the internet too much on mine other than Facebook. However, I know Bill uses it.
Yeah, just to Google whatever you want to know. Yeah. Whenever you want to know it.
I access the internet. I check the weather. I do not check stocks because I have none. GPS I do not have on the phone. Comprising notes to self occasionally. And storing info as far as pictures, yes.
I love it for emergency purposes. You know, if you're out on the road, I've broke down a couple of times, and so that's really benefited me a lot. Having that phone was too small. My children were much smaller at that time, and so that was a blessing. I take a lot of pictures. I share those with friends back in Missouri and family back in Missouri, friends here You know, we send the media messages all the time, the comical things, you name it, whatever comes and we find humor in it, we forward it to all of our friends and family so that everybody can share and laugh. We also download it to our computer, and then we can send those if we have family that doesn't have a telephone, we can email those pictures. So that makes it real convenient when we're, you know, trying to send pictures quickly. We get on the internet. I have internet access for my email and my son's. I can let him get an email too, but when he receives emails over Facebook or anything like that, it comes on to my phone, and I can see who he's getting in contact with and what's happening. So it's a very secure site at that point. I check the weather on the internet. If I want to get on and check for a sale or anything like that, I can do that. It's difficult on my phone to really pull up an individual thing, but usually the home page will signal, you know, sale of some sort if you're, you know, just out shopping and want to. Saves a lot of gas and time. Just funny things that we do in the yard or in the house or anything, and we just take silly pictures and animals and whatever, you know, sunsets and sunrises. We've seen a lot of those, and you know, so that's about what I do with it.
One of the things I do use it for is I use the Verizon Navigator, and I use it sometimes when we're traveling, and I use it sometimes even locally to find a place of business.
Does it have internet capabilities? Yes, it does. I accidentally got on the site one time when I first got my new phone and pushed the wrong button. And I said, got charged. I said, okay. So went to the phone place where we got our phone. I said, now you tell me what button not to push.
Does your phone have a camera?
Yeah. Can you take pictures with your phone, Grandma?
No,
Okay,
no, no.
good. I'm gonna go.
What would be more important to you, your cell phone or a laptop computer? Which one could you live without?
I could live without a laptop. I could live without the laptop.
Are you still jumping?
Now there was a time when I wouldn't have, you know, I'm retired now, and so my technological needs changed, because there would have been a time when I would have chose the laptop over the. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say because the cell phone.
Could you live, if you had to give one up, your cell phone or your laptop or your computer, which would you be able to let go of?
The computer, I think.
Do with it.
If you had to give up your cell phone or your laptop, a personal computer, which would you be willing to let go of?
It'd have to be my laptop. I'm more connected to myself.